Hi my stitchy friends, it's Debbie from Creatively Yours and welcome to my 32nd Flosstube video in the middle of Stitch Mania. And if you are new, welcome, and if you are returning, thank you. I have a lot to tell you from the last 2 weeks. Yeah, let's dive right in. First, I want to tell you about the homework I did for the School of Magical Stitches, which I'm still in and will continue to be in. I believe there was some sort of drama. I don't know anything about it and I don't want to. Maybe I'm a real Hufflepuff because I steer clear from drama. So, yeah, I don't want anything to do with it, and it's all about the progress and stitching and fun with each other. So let's dive into the homework. The first homework assignment I would like to show you is the homework for Year 3, Week 9, which was 300 stitches on a building and 300 stitches on a tree. And that's because the Whomping Willow was upset and angry, and that was the reason for this assignment. The first thing I worked on was Forest Snowfall by Country Cottage Needleworks. And here's a picture of where I was before. And here I am now. I made a bit of progress. I had to do 300 stitches on a building, so I started with the house. Let's show you up close. I started with the house and I did a total of 706 stitches, and I think if I get to it I will finish the house and then I can finish the tree and then I can finish the border and it's finished. So yay! The next project I was working on is Snow White by the Primitive Hare because of the tree, and we had to stitch on the item itself. So here's a picture of where I was before, and I'm going to show you my progress, and I'm going to tell you I ripped out on 40 count, and that's no fun. I ripped out everything red in the skirt, red, brown. I didn't like the color, so I'm going to substitute that color with another red color, which is DMC 115. I worked on the stem of the tree, or the trunk of the tree, for a total of how many? 306 stitches. And yeah, I only have the gray on the skirt there, and the red is gone, so I can move along when I'm there. This fabric is 40 count sampler green by XQ Design, which is my favorite by far. That was the homework assignment for Year 3, Week 9. Then we had Year 3, Week 10, which was a very small homework assignment. It was called the Little Owl Post, and we had to, a couple of weeks ago, we had to upload a whip list of a total of maximum 20 whips on there, and with no knowledge of what it was for. And Year 3, Week 10 homework assignment was do the math and take the smallest project in stitch count of your whip list and work on it. And if you finish it and FFO it within 2 days, you will get a total of 50 points bonus. So I worked on, before I show you, and I didn't grab my pattern because I gave it away already. It's Pineberry Lane, Sprig of Holly, which was a gift to me from Debbie, Minnesota Stitcher, on Instagram. And I had very little to do left. So here's a picture of where I was before. And ta-da! This is my FFO. I'm going to do it all over again because the back, I'm going to show you, is just a piece of scrapbook paper, and if you can see, it doesn't stick to, because the fabric of the cross stitch fabric is sticking out, and but it's an FFO, so I love how this looks, and I finished it, and yeah, so happy with it. So yay for School of Magical Stitches, because this is my second finish since I started with that school. So yeah, it's, if you want to finish things and if you want to be challenged to work in a certain way on a certain project, it's the thing for you. Then what else do I have to show you? That was my homework. And then I had, for the monthly challenges of April and March, which is finished already, I finished one assignment of that list, and that was 500 stitches on something that makes you think of crystal balls. So I chose this one, Shannon Christine Designs Sleigh Snow Globe, because of all the beads and Kreinik that's in there. This is a picture of where I was before. And I didn't write down how many stitches I did, but it's a little over 500. This is my progress, which is a lot. It looks like a lot. And it's very confetti heavy and very challenging, this pattern, but of all the Kreinik, and yeah, but I really love how this looks. So yeah, that was part of my monthly assignment for a number of points. And then we are going to go to Stitch Mania. I started May 1st with a new pattern, which I showed you is a stitch along with Mieke, Darling Bluebell, and Dunya, Passion for Crafting, on Instagram. And it's this pattern. We all fell in love with it. And as you have seen my previous video, I bought some silks from Silks for You. And I did my start. I'm going to show you. I started on the upper left corner with a darker blue on my hand-dyed fabric. Then, I'm not happy with this. I saw the picture Mieke posted on Instagram, and she started in the middle, and that looked fabulous. So I immediately commented on her post saying, this makes me want to rip out everything and start in the middle. But next to that, I don't like this fabric to stitch on with my silks. I was visiting 2 days ago. It's now Thursday, the 9th of May. And Tuesday I was visiting Alice, my stitchy friend. Hi Alice. In, near to me. I was visiting her and we were talking, and I brought this with me, and I told her I don't like the fabric, and it's a disappointment because I use I use expensive threads, and the pattern itself was not cheap. And why would I settle with this fabric? It's not like that it's not nice, but it's nice for smalls or, yeah, freebies, that sort of things. But I couldn't find any fabric in my stash that matched the colors of the threads. And so I was talking to Alice, and Alice kindly, very kindly, offered me a piece of 20 count even weave, which is just a normal white, which I'm going to dye. I don't have it with me here. It's downstairs to be dyed this afternoon. And I have seen a couple of works from her on that fabric. I'm going to do it 1/1. And it looks fabulous, and it's very soft fabric, and I think it's going to be a lot nicer to work with. So, Mieke, I'm going to try to start in the middle on the new fabric, and yeah, I'm going to restart this. So that was Mania day 1. And the second day, or not the second day, I told you I did a finish Mania. I would like to try to finish as many projects as possible. So I started with one of my whips I showed you, and that is the Quaker by Joke Trebedenijs. I told you last time, please take a shot or a drink every time I say Joke Trebedenijs. Because, yeah, I say it a lot. This pattern, I was about halfway, a little over halfway done with it. Here's a picture of where I was before. And I worked monogamously on this piece since then, since the 2nd of May. And I can tell you, I am almost done. I only need to do, let's show you. I did the letters CR for homework this week. I'm telling you, this week is all about changes, and the changes are involved of the drama that that went on, I believe. I don't have an opinion on that, but the homework assignment for year 4, week 1 was do 100 stitches for 3 points on any project you want. So I did a CR and a symbol above that, if you can see that. CR for cross stitcher at work. So I hope I can finish this one during Stitch Mania. I really still love this pattern, and it's on Sampler Green by XU Design, a 28 count, and I really love it, and I would like to see it finished. It was my new year, new start of 2018, and yeah, I would love to see it finished so I can ship the pattern off to Karen of Ruby Redback's Stitcher. Yeah, let's see. I would like to finish as much as possible, but it's always growing over my head. It looks like not much, but it's really a lot to do still. So maybe I finish 1 during Mania, maybe I finish 2. We'll see. It's all about the progress. Then, next thing I would like to tell you is I was earlier this week, done with stitching and was going to be ready for bed, and then I got a message on Instagram from Stephanie from Stitching It saying I had won her giveaway. And I was like, what? How did that happen? I was so excited. She gave away a gift certificate for hand-dyed fabrics by Stephanie for an amount of $20, and I was literally screaming and saying, yes, I won. How is that possible? But thank you, Stephanie, for the chance to win this. I'm very excited. I already ordered my fabric. It's not here yet because it's going to take a couple of weeks. And when I get it, I will show you what I got and what it is for. So again, Stephanie, thank you so much. I love your channel and I love your videos. So yeah, very happy with winning this giveaway. Next thing on my list, Ingeborg, a stitch too far, is having her birthday and she's going to throw a sal. And I immediately said yes. That was the reason Mieke and Dunja and I were starting Castle Walls. We first wanted to start for her birthday stitch along, and but then we started on the 1st of May, and I have another ready for the birthday sale. I'm going to show you what I am planning to do for her birthday sale. It's hashtag ABDay2far stitch along Sal. I'm going to put it here, and it runs from the 15th of May through the 18th of May. The 15th of May, her theme is frog, and as you all just seen, I am going to restart Ink Circles Castle Walls. So that's my first project for the 15th of May for the birthday sale of Ingeborg. On the 16th, she chose green because it's her favorite color, and because I have a work in progress that I would like to finish this month and contains a lot of green next to white. I'm going to work on Weaver's Tapestry Band Sampler Sal that day. So that's that. And then the 17th of May is the theme Friendship. I'm going to be working on Ink Circles Castle Walls again, because I believe we all, after retreat, formed a very special friendship. So I think it's fitting. So that's my third day of the sale. And then the 18th of May, her theme is old and new, and I'm going to start a new pattern. I've shown you already in previous videos. I wanted to start Olga's Autumn Stocking by Plum Street Samplers, and I told you I would like to start it on this orangey fabric. But then Nolene, Expect Stitcher, she on Instagram, she has a lot of mirabilias and she doesn't have the time to start them all. And I was looking for my other unicorn pattern, which is Touching the Autumn Sky by Mirabilia. And Nolene had it, but she loaned it to Dunja, which is in the stitch along with me and Mieke on Castle Walls by Ink Circles. So Dunja, as you might have seen on Instagram, finished her Touching the Autumn Sky fabulously, I must say. And she wanted to bring it to the retreat, the pattern, for me, but she forgot. And that's okay. I have a lot to stitch already. So she has sent it to me, the pattern. It's on its way, and I was looking for a fabric for Touching the Autumn Sky. I think this one is very appropriate. Next to that, I bought last year another fabric from, who did I bought it from? I can't remember the name. The one that was having back problems, Judith Makes, on Instagram. And she sold me a fabric 35 count by Paul Stitches. And this has some orangey tones to it. It's really gorgeous fabric, and I think this is going to be hello wonderful for this pattern. So I substituted my orangey fabric for my Pole Stitches 35 count purl. And as you might have seen in my retreat video, I bought the specialty flosses for it. And yeah, I think it's going to be gorgeous. So that is going to be my start on the 18th. Which is going to be the end of the stitch along for Ingeborg. But I love to participate. So I hope you all do too. Yeah, join in and show it on Instagram and give Ingeborg some love. Next thing. What have I left to tell you? Before I end this video and do my shoutouts, because I've watched some Flosstube, I have a giveaway for you. I told you I was visiting Alice, and if you have seen my video about a year ago, she won a giveaway from me. I offered a pattern by Joke Trebbedenijs, and she won it, and she stitched it, and she's finished. And she told me, I have this pattern amongst some other patterns which I will be giving away at another time, but I'm going to start with this one. If you don't want to stitch it anymore, maybe you want to give it away on your channel. So I said, yes, thank you, I will. And because a lot of you overseas watchers don't have the opportunity to buy this type of patterns, because Joke Trebbedenijs from Borduurparadijs doesn't sell it on her website, I would like to give you a chance to win this pattern. Excuse me. It's the Eekhoorn, which is called the Squirrel by Joke Trebbedenijs. It's a mandala. She finished it, and this is the original pattern I got back. And the only thing I have to tell you about it is that she marked this pattern with yellow marker. Marker is not the right word, or maybe it is. She used yellow on the original pattern, so it is very readable. And if you don't mind markings on the pattern itself, you can win this. So the question I have for you is, have you ever stitched a pattern by Joke Trebbedenijs? And if you did, tell me which one. And if you haven't, never mind. I was distracted because I got a message. But you can win this pattern. Tell me if you ever stitched one Joke Trebbedenijs pattern and which one it was. And I'm shipping to everybody who wants it. I'm going to do a random YouTube comment picker, and I'm shipping worldwide. It doesn't matter to me which country I have to send it to. So if you want this pattern, if you want to stitch this beautiful mandala, it's yours. Just leave a comment. You have until, and I did my homework, you have until the 21st of May, and I will do a YouTube random comment picker on the 22nd of May. So I will be naming the winner for this pattern on my next video. So yay! That was one of the things I have to give away. Leaves me to my shoutouts. I've watched a lot of YouTube videos, and I'm going to switch my notebook over. I'm having trouble with my eyes. All the pollens in the air. I'm exactly the same as Ingeborg, which has also some problems with it. As you can see, my eye is hurting. I have an itchy nose, I'm sneezing, all the works. Yay, it's fun. But okay. Shoutouts. There's a new Dutch Flosstuber, which is going by the name of Crossstitch-Ly. She is Lydia. She's Dutch and lovely and has some wonderful projects. And yeah, go over to her channel and watch her. Then I was watching some Flosstube and somebody mentioned her, and I immediately gone over to her channel and subscribed, which is the Daily Mel. Melissa, not Melany, Melissa from the Daily Mel. Lovely, down to earth, yeah, lovely projects. Yeah, my cup of tea. So go and check her out. And then I would like to give a shout out to MelyElly Stitches, Melany. She has some gorgeous, beautiful projects. You need to watch her, so just go to her channel and give her some love. And then the last one I would like to give a shout out are the Witchy Stitchers, Sharlene and Morgan. They always leave such nice comments on my videos, and I would like to give a shout out back to them. So Witchy Stitchers, I believe I lost their channel for a little while. I was looking for them for a new video, and then I saw there were no videos on their channel, so I don't know what happened, but they're back. Maybe it was my YouTube, I don't know, but they're back and they're lovely and they're mother and daughter, and check them out. I leave everybody's links below in the description box. And that's it for the first part of Stitch Mania and my updates. This afternoon I'm going to be dyeing my fabric again for Castle Walls by Ink Circles, and I'm going to be stitching and have a day off, a real day off, because it's ridiculously busy at work again. It's that season again. Yeah, I'm not getting into it. My tired is tired, and the fibro isn't helping much. So me and my co-worker yesterday were at work and told each other we are not going to work over. We take this day off and take a me day. So it's going to be a me day today. So happy stitching to everybody. Happy Stitch Mania. I hope you enjoy. I hope you enjoy all the progress you are making or start new things. And I love everybody's videos about Stitch Mania, so I'm going to be watching. And yeah, I hope you will be back for my next video in about 2 or 3 weeks. And yeah, see you then, and good luck with the giveaway I have on the squirrel pattern, and leave a comment. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in about 2 weeks. Bye for now.